Hello everyone and welcome. My name is Jeff and today we are going to have some fun playing Magic. And the fun thing that we're trying to do today is we're playing Rogues deck. Rogues Gone Rogue is what I'm calling it. And it was the top of the poll for our Patreon poll, and this deck is so fun. So this is what we're trying to do. So we have a bunch of really good value rogues that are in the 2-drop slot. Fairy Duelist can come down. It can trade off with like a Llanowar or something like that on turn 2. Nightfell Sprite surveils each time it attacks, which is great with Curious Obsession. They are both evasive, so we can get through with the Curious Obsession. Tin Street Dodger, same type of thing. We can at least pay one mana to make sure we draw a card. That's not bad. So we also have Tetsuko, which makes everything with 1 power be unblockable, which is great with Curious Obsession. But if you notice, we have a lot of things with 1 power and toughness. Gateway Sneak, which whenever it hits in, it also draws as a card. It's like it already has a Curious Obsession. Amazing. Then we have a Cavalcade of Calamity, which is just amazing. We can get a bunch of value with all these creatures that we're putting out here. We have Daggercaster, which is also a rogue to get in to make sure we kind of clear some of the board, get in through. It's a good blocker. Then we also have Blade Juggler, which is basically, it is a 4-mana spell, but really it's always being played as a 3-mana spell because it has a spectacle cost. Pretty amazing. Then the next best thing that we have here with this deck is Unclaimed Territory. So we do have it as a tribal deck. They are all rogues. We play this on rogues and we can play pretty much all of our stuff. We do need to make sure we hit the red mana for Cavalcade, blue for Curious Obsession, but those are the only things that are mana demanding at all. So Unclaimed Territories are amazing in this deck, and if you notice too, everything in this deck is not a rare. Everything is uncommon or below, and pretty budget-friendly deck. Curious Possessions can be expensive. We do have the new nice lands here for it as well, and I'm just really excited to play this deck. Let's go ahead and get into the gameplay, see how it goes. Wish me luck. All right, we're up against Mag Drake 14, and this is looking pretty good. Whispering Snitch is kind of a funny one to have Curious Obsession on, but we're going to keep this. If we find anything to put these guys on, it's amazing. Oh, all right, well, wow. Well, we have all of the Curious Obsessions. Pass the turn. Not going to play it on the Siren Storm Tamer. I cannot spoke right. But, all right, Mountain. Pyromancer. All right, is it Wizards? Yes, it is, it looks like. Well, Whispering Snitch is a good blocker for Pyromancer. So, play this Snitch, pass the turn, and hopefully they swing all in, and we can Curious Obsession for quite a bit, swing in, get him out of range from being able to be blocked, or to, like, burn down. Exclusion Mage. Ew. Well, we had a really awkward start. This many Curious Obsessions is so good if we have the right creature, but if we don't, it's kind of annoying. If we play the Gateway Sneak, they're just going to swing through. So let's play this Snitch, pass the turn. We can't play Curious Obsession now, otherwise it would sack itself. Plays a Mountain. Let's see. Well, we will block. They might have a way to kill this here, but that's fine. Holding up their mana seems very fishy to me. Let's go with another Whispering Snitch. I'm going to draw out some stuff here. Swing in for 2. They let it through. Wow, okay. They must have an Adeliz or something here that they're playing. Very interesting. Orzhov Enforcer actually pretty good here with this deck. Having the Afterlife is actually really good as well. Swings in for 1. All right, so what we do here is we will... So they're wanting to double block it. So... let's see here. Let's actually just go with Tetsuko. So Tetsuko, we can keep the Curious Obsession on it by swinging in here for 1. Down to 17. Let's go ahead and throw the other Curious Obsession on here as well. That means that the Curious Obsessions don't sack themselves. Man, I do really like that art there. I don't like that it moves as quick as it does. I wish it was slowed down just a little bit, where it's like, yeah, we get that it's moving. It's going really quick. Just kind of slow and nice would be a lot better, but it's pretty cool. Inescapable Blaze. What? All right. Swings in. We will block. And I just don't think we have a shot here. Orzhov Enforcer is at least a decent blocker. Let's just go Curious Obsession again on the Whispering Snitch. Swing in. We can at least kill the Pyromancer. We probably should be blocking more aggressively, but really funky hand here. So I think that that's our biggest issue. Is Whispering Snitch is one of the worst things to get on, but as you see, they're still letting it through for some reason. All right, is it Guildgate? Get a red mana here. Orzhov Enforcer is good because it creates a blocker for Storm Tamer and Adeliz if it comes out on the next turn. We could very possibly be dead here, though. And I knew that going into this turn. Luckily, we got in a hit with Curious Obsession. That was definitely useful. Wow. Water Tap Weaver. Okay. Taps down the Enforcer. And I think that's pretty much just game. Okay, down to 6. Nightveil Sprite is good. It's a good blocker. Another Enforcer is not bad. I'm going to swing with Tetsuko here. Make sure we don't lose the Curious Obsession. It's our best blocker at the moment. It can actually kill something as well as the Enforcer. Opponent's hand has not been looking very good, so we can at least have a shot here. Okay, Naban. Alright, Naban with Pyromancer and stuff like that is really good. I don't think they realize we have a flyer. So I'm not going to hover over it. They did hover over our flyer. Alright. Well, we're going to do what we can. It's like they are trying to have stuff die here. I mean, I guess it doesn't really matter which one we choose to block there, but we'll block like that. Just lets it happen. All right, Afterlife. Yep, we get a guy. Unclaimed territory on Rogue. I'm gonna get down Whispering Snitch first. We get to Surveil this time. Attack. Let's see here. Do we want to kill something with this? We actually get a lot of value out of just going in like that. We'll hold that back for Adeliz. I think we just swing in with the Nightveil Sprite. We get a Surveil. We get to gain 2 life. Gateway Sneak is... I guess they're actually pretty good cards for us here. Yeah, we'll keep it. Play 1 Gateway Sneak, pass the turn. We get to find another one on the next turn. Hopefully a land for the Blade Juggler as well. And I mean, we're in okay shape. We have a blocker for our Exclusion Mage. Gets to double it up. That's pretty good. Cavalcade of Calamity actually is probably the best thing we can do here. So we probably need to go looking for that. Okay, yeah, it bounces back the Whispering Snitch. Tetsuko just comes back to our hand. That's fine. They need to bounce back the Sprite so that we don't Surveil again next turn. I mean, we're gonna bring down Tetsuko to get the sneak. Surprisingly, we're coming back from this game. Like, opponents had a really funky draw. They have had answers. Quasi-duplicate is good. They had Inescapable Blaze, which is really funky. Which, I mean, we're playing against a budget deck, but we definitely have a budget deck ourselves. So let's see here. I'm still feeling okay. Opponent scoops it up. We're gonna take it. I'm not sure I love that game altogether. It was kind of a funky game, but all right, we'll take it. Right up against Kjar. Bring it on, Kjar. And we are playing our Rogue Rogue deck. We have the Curious Obsession with a Night Vale Sprite, which is amazing. We have 10th Street Dodger turn 1, so we could even Obsession on that. So we're going to keep this, absolutely. It is land. Do we get down the Guild Gate now? No. We want that on turn 3 or turn 1 if we don't have a turn 1 play. So on Rogue, 10th Street Dodger. Swing in for 1, down to 19, pass the turn. Who are we up against here? Is this Merfolk? Merfolk is hard for us. The Enforcer is actually pretty good, though. So we cannot make this unblockable at the moment. We could try to trade off with it with the Obsession. It's debatable that that's worthwhile. Enforcer's good. Let's just go Night Vale Sprite. We need to set up our draws. No attacks, pass the turn. Yep, Forest. Jade Bearer, okay. Disperse, okay. No blocks. Down to 17. Now we really need to get down this Orzhov Enforcer. Yeah, let's go ahead and get it down. Play Rakdos Guildgate, pass the turn, no attacks. Enforcer is good. It actually is pretty good against a lot of their decks, so we're hoping to find more of them. Daggercaster is good if we can actually kill the Mistbinder. The Cavalcade of Calamity is a way that we can finish the game finally. So more flyers is good. Swings in. Yeah, we'll take 2. We really have to, I mean, they can just never swing in with that guy, but we also have stuff like this. So let's, all right, I'm going to go Curious Obsession onto the Enforcer. I'm going to swing in. It's debatable if they should trade off here. I'm hoping for another Enforcer, honestly. They could have another Disperse or something like that. Okay, they let it through. Let us draw a card. Take action. Alright, Whispering Snitch means that we play Night Vale Sprite. So next turn we can Night Vale Sprite, Whispering Snitch, or Whispering Snitch, Cavalcade. Start gaining some life. Swings in. So no blocks. We're probably going to have to block eventually, though. Okay. Let's go Whispering Snitch is the most important. Atsuko blocks Jade Bearer at least. We can all attack. Do we hold this back? We need to not die. We already have one of those. It's not bad, though. I think we just need land, though. It's a good blocker against a lot of the deck. No drawing cards there. It's always sad to not draw cards, right? Alright, Q-Mana Speaker, okay. Throws the River Sneak. Yeah, River Sneak is a real big issue here. We're kind of just having to race. Another Whispering Snitch would be great. Down to 8. Okay, Mountain's not bad. Cavalcade. Alright, so we can create a blocker next turn, which is not bad. We can also just die next turn. Do we hold back Tetsuko? It's 4 damage, 8 damage. Okay, let's hold back Tetsuko. Actually, let's hold back Whispering Snitch. Okay. So 6 damage. Swamped the graveyard. Surveil, gain some life. Down to 7. And let's just play Gateway Sneak. It's not bad. They basically have to kill us with River Sneak or else we kill them. And deck's looking okay here. I mean, we're not playing against the most like top tier decks, which we know when we're going to play into this normal mode. Okay, Disperse. That's actually really good for them. They can swing in with a lot of creatures now. Swings in with everything. We block here. We're taking 6 right now. And we have lethal. If they have River Herald's Boon, do we die? No. So we should be good. I wanted to keep the Whispering Snitch up instead there. But swing in with everything. Get the Surveil, get some triggers with Cavalcade. And there we go. Looking good this time. Sure, keep that on top. Yeah, next. Alright. Well, did what we wanted to there. I feel like this deck needs more removal in the deck. It really does. The Enforcers are okay, but I think some Lava Coils would be necessary. But not too shabby there. Did do well. Alright, up against Dark Immortal. Bring it on. And we're playing our Rogue's Gone Rogue deck. Kind of slow, but we're okay with being slow here. The Ozark Enforcer is amazing. Fairy Duelist is really good. Cavalcade, we have the mana to play it. The only thing we don't have mana to play is a Curious Obsession, so... And our 3 mana spells are 5 of those. So, yeah, I mean, looking like a pretty good hand. Rakdos Guildgate pass the turn. So it is interesting, they still do match us up against decks that aren't playing as good of stuff. Alright, Unclaimed Territory on Rogue, and I'm thinking that... Let's just hold up the Fairy Duelist, just in case they go in before, like they don't have an island, they don't have another Merfolk first. Doesn't count as an island. A Silvergill Adapt reveals Jadelight Ranger. Okay, resolve. And then his speaker's bigger now. We can at least block it. Alright, Fairy Duelist. No reason to block. And, okay, Dimir Guildgate, not bad. We're just gonna get down Orzhov Enforcer here. And swing in. Down to 19, pass the turn. The Cavalcade, we probably want to start going a little bit aggressive now. If we find another land, we're in pretty good shape to be doing quite a bit of damage each turn. Jadelight Ranger, yep. Land and Sleep. Ooh, Sleep is bad for us. Especially because they can play it here. So we actually might want to hold up a Fairy Duelist to play on the next turn. So let's see here. Let's go ahead and get down the other Orzhov Enforcer. I'm forcing them to play it on this next turn. Down to 18. They're going to play it. We take a lot of damage. We have Fairy Duelist to play on the next turn with Cavalcade. And Whispering Snitch if we... Actually, yeah, we'll probably just play Whispering Snitch. Tempest Caller. We're just never going to be able to untap. Alright, untap our stuff. Alright, let's go... Cavalcade of Calamity. Swing in. Swing in. We need to make them... We have to force them to play the sleep. Pass the turn. We have Fairy Duelist to at least be a blocker to not die. We can kill Silvergill Adept and... yeah. Tempest Caller. Okay. Man, that's kind of a nut draw. Okay, we survive better by doing this. So let's, Jaylight Ranger becomes smaller. We block here. We've stopped 4 damage now. Trade it off. I mean... we can hope they trade off with Clan Caller. That's like our best bet here. We're just going to show them our hand. This is all we've got. But we're dead. They have the sleep and we're dead. Yep, good game. There's the sleep. We were fairly close. Like, we actually had lethal for the next turn. Tempest Callers, we probably could have played it a bit more aggressively even and been a lot closer there. We just didn't expect them to have that many Tempest Callers. So probably I should have been just going in with the Orzhov Enforcers the whole time. So that was an interesting game. All right, up against Fardo. Bring it on, Fardo. And we are playing our Rogues Gone Rogue deck. And looks good, looks good. All right, we're going to keep this. We have mana to play everything except Curious Obsession, which we don't have yet, so that's fine. All right, more mountains. We only have, like, I think 2 of these in the deck, so we found both of those. That's great. Starting with the mountain, I think that this deck does need more removal, just like shocks or something like that. We want to show off what we're doing yet. Let's just play Island and pass the turn. All right, gonna swing in. We probably should have played something else here, actually. I don't want to block it. We're just going to play Fairy Duelist on their end step. So Midnight Reaper, a Fairy Duelist. I guess I could have stopped 1 point of damage that way, but let's go with Daggercaster is interesting. Let's just go with Orzhov Enforcer. We're gonna go more aggressive. Pass the turn. If they keep swinging in with the 1/1, like, we'll trade off. We'll kill it this time with Orzhov Enforcer. Actually, I guess we are okay letting a few points of damage in. Okay, Plague Crafter. We'll kill the Fairy Duelist. Orzhov Enforcer is better here. It trades off better. Okay, we're fine with that. Yep, kill the Midnight Reaper. They draw a card. I mean, it actually could have been good for us for them to have that, but we might just need to go Daggercaster here to have a decent blocker. In fact, we have 2 of them, so might as well. Alright, so Daggercaster. Swing in, down to 15, pass the turn. Eldest Reborn. Well, we lose the flyer, which might be better. It's debatable. All right, we're gonna block the Plague Crafter. Gateway Sneak and Tetsuko is actually really good here, so let's just do that. So Tetsuko, Rogues, Gateway Sneak, and pass the turn. So we get a draw card each turn. Cavalcade is so good here. Daggercaster, yeah, we're fine losing the Daggercaster. Burglar Rat. Oh man, losing the Cavalcade is annoying though. That's what would have actually won us the game, I believe. We can at least swing in each turn to draw a card. We'll hold up Tetsuko as a blocker for the next while. Alright, they get to get back Dagger Caster, I guess, which isn't bad. Playcrafter as well, so let's swing in with Gateway Sneak. We need to find another creature for Playcrafter to be worse. A Nightvale Sprite, Whispering Snitch. Actually pretty good draws there. Pretty fantastic, in fact. Okay, what are they going to get back? Playcrafter? Midnight Reaper. Midnight Reaper is actually interesting for them. We're a very aggressive deck. Letting their stuff die can be very good for us. All right, murders the Nightvale Sprite. That's good for them. Hired Poisoner. Okay. Swings in with a rat. They take 2, but they get to draw 2. So no blocks this time. Another Gateway Sneak is good. Swing in, draw a card. Okay, let's Gateway Sneak. We get to kill the Hired Poisoner on this turn. So we probably will kill some stuff and then start going aggressive. So another Hired Poisoner. Lich, which doesn't get to go on anything, it just dies. They get a draw 2. I guess that's pretty cool. We're gonna win by them drawing, like, having to do that, though. Doom to center, okay. Swing in with as much as you'd like here, sir. Okay, Fairy Duelist. Hired Poisoner. Block there, block there. Alright, take 4. You get to draw a bunch of cards. But you're taking 4, and we're going to hit in for 5. If anything else dies, it's game. If we find Cavalcade, it's game. Short Sword, alright. Not the best of draws. We're going to swing all in, though. They don't have lethal, anything close to lethal, really. This is where shocks would be nice here again as well. Okay, Whispering Snitch. And there we go. Good game, opponent. Well, Rogue's at least doing well against a lot of these budget decks. And we're going to call it there. Unfortunately, we didn't find anything else that wasn't budget, but I like it. Not too shabby at all. All right, well, it looks like normal play mode is still matching you up against decks that have like similar amount of rares and everything. I usually like going into play mode because you run into a good mix of budget decks and top tier type decks. But I guess with this type of deck, we're only running up against those, but it still did pretty well. I mean, the Cavalcade is fun. I think that we do need a little bit more removal. I think we can go down. I mean, it's kind of interesting because some of our stuff is removal in this deck too, like Orzhov Enforcer. Fairy Duelist is kind of removal for a lot of things that we want to kill, but I think that we need to have a couple Lava Coils, a couple Shocks, something like that. I think that 2 and 2 actually would probably be enough for this deck to function pretty well, to be able to get in, get rid of the things that we absolutely need to, maybe even just cast downs, honestly. Actually, cast down will probably be better. 2 cast downs, 2 shocks to be able to get in some extra damage at the end, and I think that's the deck that it needs to be. But let me know down in the comments below what things you guys would change with it. If you guys like the video, please subscribe to the channel. It helps me a ton, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks so much, and bye-bye.